And there we have it. Hi, Chili Phil. Listen, I tried to go live from my laptop and it wouldn't work. So I'm going live from my phone. But hang on a minute. I'm going to adjust on the fly here, people. So bear with me for a second. So give me just a second, you guys. Bear with me here. I'm going to set this up so it's going to be a little bit more user friendly. So just bear with me for a second. I'll be with you guys and I'm going to say hi to everybody in just a minute. I'm going to talk for a little bit. We'll have a fun little ride. I'm trying to get it level. Anal about this. All right, we'll let that go. All right, man. Daniel Bellino, good to see you, man. Christopher Westcott, good to see you, bro. Nemesis, good to see you. John Dingo. It's hard for me to read the comments on my laptop because I have a short little window to see on my cell phone. I have a short window to see it, so I'm sorry. I'll do the best I can. Hang on a minute. All right. So, hey, Charlie, good to see you. Greg F. Jason P. Good to see you. Brock Bandy. I got to meet and hang out with Brock Bandy. You guys know how cool that was? He walks up and goes, hey, you know who I am? And I'm like, I don't. He goes, you like my name. And he just has a great name. Brock Bandy. Sounds like he's like a international spy or something. So we got to hang out. That was very cool. Borella, good to see you. Cabrera Outdoors, good to see you. Dizzy Dragon, it was a good day. So let me tell you what happened today. Today was day 2 of the Jungle Gyms. Good to see you, Drew. Buddy, good to see you. Bizzle, I love you, bro. Talked about you so much today. Anyway, we had the second day of the show, and it happens every single show I've ever been to with Blazing Foods. The first day of the show, we always have something ridiculous hot, and it doesn't really matter. I don't care what anyone says. When we go to a show, the hottest stuff at that event is at our table. It just is. And what ends up happening all the time are these capsaicin, we call them capsaicin cowboys. They show up and they're like, so they walk up to the booth, and anybody who's been at my booth, they've heard me say, so what do you like, mild, medium, or hot? And they always go, well, give me the hottest you got. They always do that. And so what I've been saying is, before you answer, this isn't like every booth here, you know? If you walk up and say, give me the hottest you got at every other booth, you're gonna be okay. You say it here, it's a little different. So we just, by the halfway through the first day, people were walking up going, what's this Skittles I hear about? And that's the new one. I gotta tell you something weird about this challenge. There's something strange about it. It's only 7-pot Primo. I swear to you. Corey Cadell, good to see you. Jeremy Bell, good to see you. Dennis, I love you, man. So here's the deal. It's only 7-pot Primo, but it has, Chris Fregali won the contest. He spent 3 hours horizontal screaming. It was bad. He's a beast too, you know? He came up the next day and he said it was worse, like one of the worst gut bombs he ever had. It was worse than the Tube of Terror. I don't know if they're Skittles, you know, so there's sugar in there. I don't know if it's the corn syrup mixing with the peppers, the powder. I'm not sure what's causing it, but it's brutal. Tommy, my brother, good to see you, bro. Good stream tonight, man. So it was a crazy event, you know. It was crazy. We burned a lot of people. We won an award for the best new product. Guess what it was for? We call them Skrittles. They're screaming. It was really funny. Somebody saw the label and said, man, you spelled Skittles wrong. It was on purpose. It's screaming hot Skittles. Screaming hot freeze-dried Skittles. The problem that we had today, though, is it was so humid. So when we would take the top off to sample it, these things would just suck up moisture. You know what I mean? But it was still there. It was a really, really fun contest. It was amazing. And the award we won was a little fire truck. It was cool. A little fire hydrant, excuse me. So I'm excited to go back. We were supposed to drive back tonight. We were on our feet the whole day. It's just exhausting. I'm not 18 anymore, you know? So we decided it would be better if we just got a hotel room tonight and kind of got a good night's sleep and took off in the morning versus driving 7.5 hours after a day on your feet. So we're going to be hanging out here. This is not going to be the longest live stream, you guys. It's going to be a short one. In fact, we're probably going to go for a half hour. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask, you guys, listen, it's really funny. When I did the, I was kind of like I was forecasting it, but I didn't know. I knew they were hot because I'd had a couple, but I had never done the whole challenge. So when I did it, the first thing I said was, you're not ready for this. You guys have no idea how right that is. We did I told you about this yesterday. If you weren't on the live stream, what happened is we did a contest where we used the C3. It's Cosmic Capsaicin Challenge. And it's the freeze-dried Skittles. And we had 13 people on the stage. There are 4 bins, 4 little cups of Skittles. It was 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 5. 2 minutes, a minute to suffer, 2 minutes to eat it, minute to suffer, 2 minutes to eat it, minute to suffer, 2 minutes to eat it, 5 minutes, and you're done. The first cup took out 11 of the 13 people. The first cup. Within 2 minutes, we were down to a couple people. I'm not joking. Sonny got almost finished it. He almost finished it. Hang on, I gotta see this. Hang on, clue. Spice King Cam is going to eat chilies without using his mouth, he calls it. You know what? I'm usually really nice about that. He's a clown. I'm sorry, he's a fraud and a clown. That's why he dodged me in San Diego. And it was the smart move. If I were him, if you were him, would you have shown up, sit down and eat peppers with me? And you're him. He's a fraud and everybody knows it. So there, if you watch this, Cam, you're a fraud. Sorry, it's just the truth. I hate people making a mockery of my game. This is my realm. And when you come in it and you fake it and you're a fraud, that irritates me to death. I mean, I got a problem with that. So hopefully he hears this. Tell us more about your beard. Do you have to undo it? I do it. Undo it every night usually. I didn't do it on the trip here, but it's down to my belly button, you know? So I don't know. I could probably cut it one of these days. It's getting kind of crazy. Chest Rockwell. Sweating it out. Tomorrow I'm getting getting my methadose. I screwed up and double dosed these past 2 weeks. Ugh. Hope you get on it, Chest. It's a rough one, man. Let's see here. Are you still working on my anti-cap cramp? Boy, we really ought to be now, huh? Here's the thing about that. Foy and I, we went back and forth about that. I think it's almost to the point, I swear to you, I think it's to the point where we could sell it. I took it the worst time I used it, I was at a 6 or a 7 for me, and a 7 for cramps for me is really bad. Like bad. And I took the stuff we made and I had about a 30, I went from a 7 to like a 3 before the glass hit the table. You guys hear that? Interesting. So it does work. We want to get, and the thing about it is, the reason I think it would be a great success if we launched it right now, and we're going to probably do it, but if it took me from a 7 and brought me to a 3 like that, what would it do for somebody who's a non-chiliad who just has a little cramping and they're not used to it? It would knock it out immediately. So we're going to bring it back. We'll do it. It's a great product. Good to see you, Valerie. Seagull, good to see you. Wait, what? He's faking it, says Tommy? Listen, you know what? He is. I'm sorry, man. And here's the thing. Here's what everybody needs to know. Listen to me really carefully. TikTok, first of all, it's a horrible platform. You sell your soul. That you give them access to anything, whether your phone's on or not. Your emails, your pictures, read the terms of services. It's a horrible Chinese-made app, and it's just to get information. That's it. But it's the land of fake chili heads. You're not going to find a real chili head on TikTok. They're frauds. Every one of them are fraudulent punks. That's what they are. So now you're in the haunted hotel. No, this is a good hotel. We're good. Oh, you're hearing things? That was outside, Ray. We're good. So Ray had ate White Castle last night. I don't know if you didn't see it, but I ate White Castle last night. It was wonderful. NC Boy, love your channel. Been watching since day one. Really? Man, that's a lot of videos. Thank you, man. I appreciate you watching. Greg F. Spicy Cam edits everything. He says what he's eating, but you can see. Yeah, listen, he did a video once where he said he was eating Reapers. Come on, man. Like, you can't. First of all, our crowd, you guys, you're an intelligent, educated group of people. You're not going to look at a guy eating habaneros claiming they're Reapers and go, okay, he's eating Reapers. He's a clown. He's a clown. The sliders were great, man. I had 5 of them. I ate 5 of those things. They were wonderful. Raul, good to see you, man. I have to try chucha pepper. Mild to general population, but super tasty. I will look for it. I think he still eats Chili's, but he definitely cuts he cuts everything. He's a fraud, man. He's a child in playing a game. He does not do what I do. We are doing different things. I would pay to sit down and eat peppers with that guy. I would do anything to do that. Did Brian Ames only come out today? Yeah, he wasn't out yesterday. He came out today. It was a really cool meeting, man. He walked up. I went, Brian, big hug. I'm like, I got goosebumps meeting him. And he pulls his arm up. He goes, oh, I do too. He had goosebumps. We both had. I'm sorry, man. That was weird. It was very cool. I've been watching that guy since his beginning. He said to me today, he's like, man, I've been watching you. How early into your channel did you do the first Plutonium? I said, like 2 months. He goes, I started watching you then. I've been watching him as long as he's been watching me. So finally, you know what was strange? There was this immediate camaraderie. Like, man, it was just, it's almost difficult to describe how weird that was. It was incredible meeting him. He's a very, very good guy. He is, you know what's great about him? And you can tell. You can just watch his videos and know if you ever met that guy, he's that way. And he really is. And you can tell that, you know what I mean? If you watch a YouTuber and you can just look at them and go, man, if I met them, that's not how they're going to be. It's not how I don't want to be like that. You know what I mean? I heard somebody say once that think of how many versions of you that are out there. I'll give you an example. I'm a 57-year-old guy. There's a version of me where I was a madman in college. I had the craziest people I knew come to me and say, listen, we think you need to slow down. That's a version of me. You know my past. There's a lot of versions of me out there. So there's a million versions of me. And now I have a YouTube channel and I have 22 million views. How many versions of me are out there? I want to be as consistent as I possibly can. So there's only one version of me out there. You know, people that know me from my past know me from my past, but I just want to be wickedly consistent. Barella, I think that like Black with the Accent does Spice Cam videos is also clown. He is. Listen, if you ever see a TikTok chili head, just immediately think to yourself, fraud, fake fraud. And the people that follow them are the most uneducated chili. They aren't chili heads. They aren't. They're children. It's the truth. But you guys are different. You guys are very intelligent. Honestly, you guys, you understand the program. Guys, we're going to go for another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to log off. I'm tired. I'm going to try to get a good night's sleep tonight. But that was back in 98, Ray, when I was a young buck living in Chicago, eating White Castle, 20 sliders, no problem. I probably put 15 of them away at some point, but I don't think I've ever eaten more than that. Got Danny in the room being really great. Danny, I got to tell you something about Danny. Danny was amazing today. Danny speaks English, all right, but not really great. He was standing there working people like you can't imagine. He's like, look, give me $5. Give me $5. I'll give you this. He was selling stuff. Now get out of here. Go. Come on. What are we talking about? Just give me $5. I was laughing my head off. The guy, like, imagine me going to like Puerto Rico, and I don't know the language. I'm going to sit down and just start selling stuff. He was like the star of the weekend. I'm not joking you. Christine and I would look at him and go, what is he even saying? And she's like, I don't know, but he's selling this crap out of everything. It was amazing, man. That was great. It was funny to watch, man. Wes Lightburn says, hi, Danny. Got a bunch of people saying hello. Did I miss you somehow? No, you know what? Right now, I'm going to do a drop of tincture. This is the only tincture I brought with me. It's spectacular. It's his new tincture. It's his lemon tincture, vintage, aged 5 months. It's made with lemon brain strain. It's a beautiful tincture. I let a few people have this. It was great. If you see a pepperhead not hit on YouTube and go hit on TikTok, listen, TikTok is the land of failed YouTubers and fake chili heads. If you can't make it here, you go over there. And I'm not knocking them, but that's the truth of it. It is what it is. And you all need to know that. If you guys have TikTok on your phone, shame on you. Delete it. Delete it. If you read the terms of service, it'll scare the pants off you. They have 100% access to anything in your phone. Anything. Emails, pictures, text messages, what you've liked online, what you've disliked online, everything. Whether your phone is on or not. If you're comfortable with that, see, my crowd you guys are way too smart to have, I hope you guys don't have TikTok. It's a horrible app. You guys have to understand something. I don't care who doesn't like this. You know China's our enemy, right? China's our enemy. People say, well, it's just like Facebook. No, Zuckerberg isn't the enemy of America. China is. Get rid of TikTok, B. Hendricks. Exactly. It's horrible. Did you get that lemon brain strain from Tom? It's new. It is new. It's wonderful. Amen to that. Do not install TikTok. If you do, just uninstall it quick. You want to scare yourself? Here's what you need to do. If you're a parent and your kids have TikTok and you know they do, I want you to log on to TikTok. Tell TikTok you're a 13-year-old girl, and then stop and just look at what TikTok thinks a 13-year-old girl should look at. You'll have a heart attack. Tincture. It's a really bad app. You know what, kids in China, when they're on TikTok, they're allowed to watch TikTok 2 hours a day, and they're doing trigonometry and history and math. And man, they're our enemy. They're trying to kill us, people. You need to know that. I do Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. I grew up Facebook. I gave up Facebook 8 years ago, and I never looked back. Never had an urge to download TikTok. You know, I don't like any social media. I don't like Facebook. I don't like Instagram. I don't like any of them. What it is a cesspool. It's just an echo chamber for people. And it's just not a good thing. I don't like it. I do it because it's business, you know what I mean? But I don't like it. I love TikTok. I love YouTube because I love you. I love you guys. And we have a beautiful thing here, this thing of ours that we have. You know, it's one of the coolest things about being a YouTuber. They don't tell you when you're YouTube. You think you're just going to make videos and a few people will watch them, you get a few more subs or whatever. But what they don't tell you about is this. The relationship that you get, the bond that you get. That's almost difficult to describe. You have no idea how many people came up to me. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, I can show that. I don't mind that, Buddha Davis. What I was going to say was, I don't know what I was going to say. I saw that and kind of lost my train of thought. TikTok turns people's attention. Well, here's the other thing about TikTok that sucks. I make videos. You guys watch I made 4,800 plus videos. The average video is between 10 and 15 minutes long. Do you know what the average view time is? Over 7 years. 6 minutes. So it doesn't matter how long I make a video, people watch 6 minutes. So there's already a shortened attention span. I saw a TikTok video that was 15 seconds long, and in the title it said, wait till the end. If you have to tell people to wait to the end on a 15-second video, you're dealing with dolts and idiots. It's not a good platform. It's dumbing down the populace. It's horrible. I'm going to get off my TikTok soapbox. I'm done talking about TikTok. Moto, good to see you. Truth right there. Relationships is on the brink because of that app. It's all she watches is that crap. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'm sorry you're going through that, man. I really am. Oh, let's see. We got one more maybe. Yeah, absolutely, Maria. I agree with that. Anyway, so here's the deal. I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna log off right now. I'm gonna go to bed. It's a long day we had here. We are all idiots, especially people my age. You know what's funny? I find that the older I get, the shorter my tolerance for dumb people is. You know what I mean? You guys are different. You guys are such a smart crowd. I wish I could just get every one of us in a room together. God, would that be great? It really would be great. And you guys, I love you guys a lot. You're great. You're the reason I do this. You know, you're wonderful. We have a special thing. Let's keep it going. I'm going to wrap it up right now. In the description box, all the normal stuff. You'll see a link for Tom Broom. If you want to get some of the best tincture, he makes the best tincture I've ever had. He just does consistently every time. So if you want the best tincture, it's a great tolerance builder. It's just delicious. I gave it to a few people today, and they were like, oh my God, they couldn't believe how delicious this was. So the link's in the description box. Excuse me. Tell someone you love them. Please, right there, you're going to see, you know all the stuff at the end. I love you guys a lot. Let's be kind to somebody tomorrow, right? We're going to be on the road 7. Daddy's sleeping practically. I think we're going to be on the road at 7. So if we have a good spot, I'll try to do a live stream from the road. But you guys are all tops to me. You're diamonds, every one of you. I love you guys. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.